Hello, Judiciary Committee. My name is Emily Kruger. That's Emilykruger. I'm a resident of Ward 4, and I'm recording this video testimony today to ask that you all consider all of our voices as we rise up and say that it is not okay to continue to allocate so much of our city budget, so much funding into MPD, when really we feel strongly that that money would be much better served for all of us, especially our Black and Brown neighbors, if it was going to things like public education and public health. I'll get into that in a minute. We want to say, we see the problem right now is that as more funding has gone into MPD, there's continued to be an increase of homicides that they've carried out. I think about Daquan Young, Marquise Alston, Jeff Price. We know, we've seen it, that using stop and frisk and having more and more police officers out there is not making anyone safer. Having school resource officers is not making anyone safer. Funding to the Narcotics and Special Investigations Division is not making anyone safer. We feel strongly that instead that money could be going, for example, to the Office of Neighborhood and Safety Engagement and Violence Interrupter programs. We know that we could reallocate that funding to pay for medical and mental health professionals and social workers to respond to emergency instead of armed cops. We know that we could take the funding for school resource officers and instead pay mental health care and trauma-informed services in DC public schools to really, truly actually support those students. We could increase our services for formerly incarcerated residents, so that way they could have housing and education and job assistance and really allow them to be a part of our society. We know that we could use that money to do public housing repairs. We could use it to help folks out with high quality childcare. We could use it to fund vital nutrition and food access programs. We could support people with their rent and their mortgages during this COVID-19 crisis. There could just be general relief funding for folks during this crisis. We don't understand why the funding must go to inflating the MPD's budget when we've seen time and time again that more police officers and even more training is still leading to just disaster in our communities and people not feeling safe, not feeling secure. And I hope you can hear us when we say that investing in things like mental health care and housing and really actually supporting people that's safety, that's taking care of folks. So I know that there's thousands of others like me. Please listen to us. It's in your guys' power to move that money to support the kinds of programs that will really help us. Thank you.